Whoops.
Hey guys, so today we have this Lawnboy with a Tecumseh engine. Deck isn't terrible other than being very dirty, although it does have a small rust hole. The Tecumseh engine, however, that is a different story. Carburetor looks good, but the exhaust seems to be missing a bolt. The air filter doesn't seem too bad, and everything's present. The oil, as you can see, it does read on the dipstick. But the biggest issue for this lawnmower, I would say, would be this inspection hole that someone installed on the outside of the lawnmower. And seeing as it's an inspection hole, we might as well inspect inside what made this hole. We're going to tear this down because I need the flywheel key for a tiller, and I need the flywheel for another lawnmower. Alright guys, let's get into it and see what destroyed this lawnmower. Alright, so this is kind of my first teardown video, so I'm not really sure exactly where to start, so or where to really go. So I guess it's not really my first teardown video, but it's really tearing into the engine, I guess. So I'm just going to start taking off pieces until we get somewhere good. So I guess let's take off this gas tank first. And I want to take the engine shroud off because I want to get that flywheel off first, because I want to get it for another project. So on the back of the shroud we have two 3/8. There's one. Number two. 5/16 holds on this oil dipstick tube right here. Take off the old dipstick tube. Ooh, still oil in it. Lovely. But we knew that, which is fine. I'll get the siphon and I'll suck it out after. Here at the front, we have two 5/16. Buzz those out. There we go. Engine shroud is free. Sort of. Just got the air filter in the way. And let's see if we can get the air filter pulled out a bit. Take this engine shroud off. There we go. Engine shroud is off. I believe it's 3/4 for that nut. Yep, it's 3/4. Put the drill on maximum. Let's take it off. Makes me wonder, will this engine spin? Well, it goes one way. Oh, there's a very hard stop. Let's go back the other way. Oh, yep, same spot. There's a very hard stop. I wonder. Oh, I think we broke it. I think we broke it more. Oh, that's. I don't know. Is that a bad thing? Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing that we broke it more? Or is that a good thing we broke it more? Or maybe we didn't really break it more. Maybe it's better now, and we just have to force it a little bit. Oh, but it still does have that big hole in the side, so we won't really get any. Oh, I thought it went further. So yeah, with that hole in the side, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. But at least it's got oil, so that's a start. Yeah, I'm going to put that nut back on. Then I'm going to get a pry bar. And let's see how I'm going to do this. Let's see how I can get this pry bar. No, not there. Here? Yeah, I guess. I guess maybe there will work. And then I'll try a rat-a-tat on the top. Let's see. Nope. Nope, doesn't want to pop it. I don't think I have a very good pry location. Or this tool is just not the right tool for the choice, or for this job. There we go. That popped up. Whew, I almost went flying. But all right, so let's rip that off. Oopsies. Oh no, it mushroomed out a little bit. I think we may have broke the engine. Wait, the engine is broken. There. Well, flywheel's good. That's a start. Oh. Well, my hopes of saving that flywheel key just went out the window because, yeah, there's part of it. It's done. That flywheel key's done. Shoot. At least the flywheel's good, so I can save a mower. Now, where do we go next? I guess we should take this doohickey off. Looks like a 3/8. That's the flywheel brake. Oops. Okay, we have another 3/8 here. There we go. That part's removed. Perfect. And then we'll take kill wire off the coil. I'll just use a screwdriver to pry it off. There we go. So that's gone. Next, I guess, let's get a 1/4 inch. We'll take that coil off. Oops, that's good. Drop the bit. Take this coil off. Oh, that's not going to work. Of course, 6 mil is not going to work because it is a 1/4 inch. I will be right back. Thought for sure I had a 1/4 inch on there, but it was a 6 mil. All right, let's try this again. 1/4 inch. Sorry, Steve. I let you down. All right, so that coil's gone. Where to go next? That PCV tube. I wonder if that's any good. What a disgusting mess. I don't think it was oil that was the problem with this mower. I wonder what caused it to die. Besides that, it's a Tecumseh, and this is a known problem with them if they throw a connecting rod. So I think maybe it may have blown the connecting rod. We'll know when we get in a little bit further. So I think next, I guess we'll get the carburetor and exhaust off. So let's do that. All right, let's get the solitary exhaust bolt out, which is 7/16. That was actually pretty tight. That's good. Now, the fun one. We'll get the carburetor off. For that, we use a large Phillips. Hopefully. There we go. There's the first one. And second one down here. I was in the bolt hole. I wasn't. Now I am. Oh, that was nice and tight. There we go. Those are out. Now it should be free. Should be. So I'm going to give it a bop and we'll see if it pops off. Yep, she's free. Oh, that's not good when oil comes out of the intake. That's usually a bad sign. Oil shouldn't come out of the intake. Nothing's supposed to come out of the intake. Yeah. I think this engine has a problem. Well, I mean, besides the hole in it. Oil out of the intake. A disaster. I know you just say, well, it could have been that the intake valve was open and the mower was tilted and oil got past the rings and into the cylinder and then thus got into the... Yes, I understand that. Hey, look at that, guys. Look what I found. A red subscribe button. If you made it this far into the video, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up. Comment below. I love to read your comments and I try to reply to as many of them as I can, especially the early ones. All right, guys, back to the video. All right, so we'll get this off. There's 1 and 2. And we'll inspect this carburetor and stuff after. For now, we're gonna put it aside. Okay, so I guess next is let's get the oil out of this engine. I mean, why not? Oh, let's inspect the valves. So that would be 5/16. This is good. This is going to be fun. Let's take a look at the valves. So open the valve cover. Oh, I don't have another gasket for this. Oh, well, big deal. Not like we actually need one. This engine's toast. There we go. You know, valves don't look bad. You can see them in there at least. That's a good sign. We'll see how those valves look after. I really do wonder. I'm really wondering what killed this mower. What's that in there? Let me just take this light off. Oh, yeah, there they are. They look pretty good. Here, go have a look. See, they look pretty good in there. They look really happy. They look like they moved in a while. That oil is very black. Okay, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think killed this engine. I'm really curious to find out what you guys think. And we'll see about getting a little bit further now. What to do next? I guess we should drain the oil. We really should drain the oil. It's not like I can run the engine to warm it up either to make it any faster. So yeah, let's do that. Let me get the vacuum and start sucking out the oil. Okay, we'll get the hose in. Let's turn on the vacuum. All right, I'll see you when this is all done. Okay, so we're back. The oil's done. It's drained out of the mower. I just want to take the shield off. So it's a 3/8. If I can get it on. Oh, maybe it's not a 3/8. Oops, it's the camera. Maybe it's 7/16. Let me get a 7/16. Nope, it's not 7/16. It is 3/8. I just can't get the socket on. What a pain in the butt. Let's see. Why can't I get you on? Because I need a long one. All right, I'll be back after I get a long one. One sec, guys. All right, so 3/8 long one. There we go. That's off. Now these head bolts, I think they're 1/2 inch. Oh, I didn't grab my 1/2 inch. Okay, so I believe it's 1/2 inch. Yes, 1/2 inch. I wonder if it matters that I don't have a head gasket for this. Probably not, but I do have to move this camera back. One sec, guys. There we go. It's a little bit better. Let's see if I can reposition the other one. Yeah, that's a lot better. All right, so let's get this head off. Okay, so the head's free. So the piston looks good. Oh, well, it went down okay. The cylinder looks really good. It's too bad there's a giant gaping hole in the side of this block, because that cylinder and the piston look great. I wonder what caused it to pop. That's unfortunate. The head looks good. I mean, like every time I see these, I always get a certain idea in my head that this kind of looked like Peter Griffin's chin.
Ah, how did these get up here?
This head is actually in really good shape. I could definitely probably sell this or keep this for another engine that may have a less happy head. All right, so I guess next is we're gonna have to get the engine off the mower and get the sump opened up so we can take a look at the crank. All right, as promised, we're gonna take apart the carburetor. So we'll take off this fuel line. Let's get these governor arm off. All right, we'll get a 1/2 inch to take this off. Well, the bowl nut seems pretty clean. Not bad at all. And not to be unexpected, but the bowl looks very clean. All right, let's see about getting the float out. That worked out really well. Look at that. Not surprising, needle and float look good. I'm pretty sure this was a running engine. Obviously, it was a running engine. I mean, it blew up. So I'm going to see about popping out that emulsion tube and having a peek at that. Let's take the carb off of the air intake, which is a 3/8. I mean, you can have a 7/16 on the back, but I'm going to use an impact, and this usually rips it off pretty good, provided I do it properly. Now the second one. There we go. Second one's off. Now separate it. Oh, the gasket stuck to both. There we go. Interesting. Check it out. It's actually green on the inside. Huh. That's interesting. Full of oil. Pop out the emulsion tube. Maybe. Doesn't want to come out the rest of the way. Let me get use one of these. Should be able to pull it out. Ooh. It's a white one, but it doesn't want to come out all the way. Come on. It's stuck. Why is it stuck? Why is it stuck? That doesn't make sense. There it goes. Oh, I see why it's stuck. The O-ring that's on here came off. That's okay. I'll pick it out. That's too bad. That would have been nice if that worked. If I can use a brush to pull it out. No, I think all I did was proceed to push it all the way in. Oh well. Oh. There wasn't. Oh, there it is. I just had it. I thought there wasn't an O-ring, but there is. There it is. Ah. Got it. There it is. There's the O-ring. Oops. Focus, damn it. Yeah, there's the O-ring. Good. I'll put that back on the tube. Come here, emulsion tube. Where'd you go? What are you doing over there? Get over here. You silly thing, you need this put back on. There.
Ding, fries it done. Ding, fries it done. Ding, fries it done. Ding, fries it done.
That can go in there. Now to take these off. 1/4 inch. Wow. Holy cow. They're on there good. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to actually need the impact to take those off. All right, now let's try it. There, that took it off. Silly thing. Jeez. Who the heck put it on? Attila the Hun? My goodness. Oops! That just went flying. These old air filter housings and air filters are actually really hard to come by. And they're not cheap either. Those little paper ones that I have, yeah, they're actually really cheap, but these are far from it. These are actually pretty pricey. At least up here in Kanakada. Cold start primer 3 times. Yeah, we all know how I feel about the 3 times. I just push it until I feel like stopping. All right, I'm going to put this aside. Take a look at this Carby. This is interesting. Completely different than a lot of the other ones we've worked on. Oh, well, obviously it's had its screw tampered with because the tamper plug is gone. Unless this one was old enough that it didn't have a tamper plug put over it, but I'm not going to really believe that. I think this probably had a tamper plug. But everything seems to work okay. So I mean, it's a good carburetor. I'm going to clean it up and put it in a box and just label it as a good carburetor off of a Tecumseh. I think this was an LV80S. I could be wrong. I'll have to double check. Actually, I've got the shroud. Let me grab that. It isn't an 80S. It's the LEV 100. That's what model engine this one is. LEV 100. Data manufacturer 9307. So 89, 99, 79. It's hard to really say. I'm not going to say 79. 100% not 79. 89 maybe. Maybe 89 or 99. I'm going to go more 99 because it was one of the newer model Tecumsehs, and this was well known for a weak crankshaft, or not crankshaft, a weak connecting rod, unfortunately. Although I more blame lack of maintenance on a weak connecting rod, because I just don't see that kind of fatigue and wear in a properly maintained engine. It doesn't make sense, because I've seen ones older than this that run way better because they were properly maintained. Just too bad. So yeah, I believe this is 100% a 99 just because it's a Lawnboy. Oh, look at that. Air filter, use model number 89807. Interesting. All right, I'm going to take this off and clean it up. And now let's take a look at that engine. Okay, so we're inside. I guess we might as well get started. Let's see. Okay, I want to get this PCV valve off. So we'll just... Maybe I'll wait until later to take it off. But maybe I won't. I kind of don't really want to. Kind of want to take it off now. There we go. Got the PCV valve off. Got a nice view inside there. But let's open up the sump and see what the carnage is. Okay. So to open the sump, it looks like we have 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it only 5? Nope, 6. 6 looks like 3/8 bolts. So let's zip those off. There we go. And now we're supposed to bop it off with like a soft mallet or something like that. So let me get my small hammer. Okay, let's take this nut off. Now I guess let's tap it off. Okay, so it's been about a half hour of me beating on this thing to get it off. What a pain in the ass that was. Holy cow. Just didn't want to come off. That was a whole lot of fun. But, let's see. How do I get this out? Do I do the same thing? Oh, I guess it's that plastic stuck on there. Let me take that off. Great. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna tap it through with a hammer, so give me a few. Well, here's the piston. It fell out through all that banging. And honestly, the piston looks good. I could probably... Well, the connecting rod is completely shot. I mean, it's a piece missing. This part's broken off. This is broken. Part of the journal seems okay, but the rings are good. So yeah, this piston's okay. This could be reused. Well, the governor's still working. Lots of foreign glitter and sludge in the bottom. That's not a good sign. This engine probably had a fair bit of a knock and probably was run low on oil for too long. Developed a knock. They added oil to try to help mitigate it, and it was just too much. It was, the wear had already happened around the crankshaft, and sure enough, it finally let go from the knock. That's the only thing I could think of. That's too bad. All right, let me whack the crankshaft out. Just want to get this out. Okay, I'm going to tap it through. I'm going to try anyway. Well, other than the fact that I kind of buggered up these threads a little bit, not that I really care. This crankshaft actually probably could have been reused. That journal's really clean. Oh well, that's okay. Makes for a good video though, that's for certain. Pulling apart this engine. So I guess this will be scrapped because I had a boo-boo. It happens. That's just from trying to get it out. Anyway, let's try to get these valves out. Easy. You should be able to just compress them and pop them out. Just like that. Well, let's get this one out at least, since I've already released it. The intake valve. It's actually not bad. Could reuse this for sure. Straight and everything. It's actually not bad at all. Whoops. There we go, got it. Now to get the valve out. There's the exhaust valve. And the spring and the keeper. That's too bad. That's really too bad. That bore is really clean. And yet, here we are sending this to the scrap heap. But at least I did get a couple of usable parts. I mean, the crank could be reused, but I buggered up the threads on the end, so scrap. The connecting rod, yeah, that's scrap. But the piston's not bad. I could probably resell that. PCV valve, stupid hands. That's not a bad part. It's a good one to have. Maybe. Camshaft, that's good to have. The lobes are nice and clean. It's the other part of the crank, or the other part of the connecting rod. Oh, yeah, there's still a piece missing too. I know where that piece came from. Looks like it came from here, or here. One or the other. There's the other part of the connecting rod. The part that's missing. And then the part of the governor. Another chunk of the connecting rod. And the two tappet valves. And a sump in case I need it. And there's the governor. I got a good flywheel. That'll help a mower. I have it right here. I'm going to start working on that next. Anyway, guys, that was a fun teardown. It's too bad that there's no mower to get started in this one, or generator, or anything else to get started and see it run. Just a mess of parts. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one.